Taylor Volk. This is my persuasive speech, speech three. These are my cards. This is side one and side two, side one and side two, and side one and side two. And this is my audience. Thank you. Imagine this the future, and Earth's temperatures are increasingly rising. Scientists have warned us about this, but we've ignored this, and now humanity's atmosphere is critically damaged, and we are unable to escape this process. If you've ever watched the news, you may have heard of the word climate change. Climate change has been here since the early 1960s and has stirred people's minds. But with statistics showing the increased amount of temperatures, it's scary to think that some people may not believe in such a topic. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why solar energy will help reduce pollution in our atmosphere and then reduce climate change. We should put solar power into our homes, and this will help reduce climate change and pollution. Some people may not believe in climate change, and that's very scary. And some people may believe that it will take years and years and years and years for climate change to take place. But according to the 2017 article, Reducing Greenhouse Gases and Emissions, it states, it's necessary to electrify transportation, guarantee electricity without carbon emissions. Scientists are seeing a pre-death rate of people that are exposed to these emissions. So through asthma, cardiovascular diseases, and lung cancer as well. And with that being said, a way that we can help reduce this is if we get out, fossil fuels and instead put in transportations that use electricity as well. And another way why solar energy will help with the process of climate change and pollution is that it will save you on efficiency. So, according to the 2015 article, it states, its electric power is captured and it is evaluated into an alternating current and combined with other forms of electricity to power everyday appliances. For example, it will help you with batteries. It will charge the batteries, and this will save you 15 to 20% of power that you can use every day. And the sun has been around for over 5 billion years. So this is safe to assume that this process and this type of energy is a lot more efficient than its rival, its traditional type of energy. Another way is that traditional energy is not as safe as solar energy. So, according to the 2015 article, Direct Science, it states 300,000 deaths are estimated to occur annually, and the incidence is far greater as a large majority of these burns go unreported. So instead of these rural areas, they can't afford traditional energy, so they're forced to use kerosene. And kerosene is known for its hazards with burns. So fires are going, and also burns from the skin, so it's damaging the skin. So they're forced to do that. So instead of kerosene, you can implement solar lamps, and this definitely help with impoverished areas. So lower class cities could fall victim to higher amounts of burns, but with solar energy, the impoverished areas weren't able to take that risk. And after replacing solar power, they were able to save on energy lightings by 85%. So why should someone? So with that being said, of solar energy being safe, efficient, and it will help with decreasing deaths. What is one way we can make this more streamlined into our world? So we can make this more streamlined if we require home buyers to use a small percentage of their energy through solar power energy. Solar power is very new and like a new idea, especially for homes and businesses. So businesses could also use solar power to help save on their money if they're kind of losing money, they can help, kind of regain their business. Solar power, if low, if families have conditions, and if they use solar power instead of traditional power, they can be less, there's a less risk of death, and that can really help as well. And also with families in rural areas that can't afford all these lightings, and they won't be able to fall victim to burns and all that kind of stuff. So why can't so some people believe that why does it really matter if there's emissions in the air? Well, imagine if your child has asthma, right? And the world has already gone. There's everything, emissions are out, pollution's everywhere, and you decide, I'm going to take my child out for a walk, and you know that your child has asthma, and you could risk the fact that your child could, stop breathing. He might have an asthma attack. So you go outside of your house, and your child starts to have an asthma attack, and he's dying, and you cannot do anything about it at all. So you rush him to the hospital. He barely survives, but now every single time you go out with your child, you risk him. Even when he's an adult, you risk that fact that he could die and pass away. So um, So by understanding the importance of putting solar energy into our lives today, I hope I've informed you about climate change's effects and how solar energy could limit the death rates, help efficiency, and help with people being able to save on energy bills and it not hurting and burning their skins with death rates as well. So we can all do this by monetizing our sun's potential. Solar energy has been proven as a beneficial way for people to generate power without harming the planet or others around us. If you're thinking about trying out solar energy, I would highly recommend doing this. So I would go out and I would try to buy solar panels, and I would recommend telling your friends and family how to do the same. This planet is our home, and we should treat it with respect. You should always try to think of new ways to help make our planet clean and safe. Thank you. I just want to make sure my audience is still there. Just flash.
Oh.